Gato, I hope we can catch some food soon, man. I am starving. Alright, come on now. Come on. I need a big one. I need a big, thick fish on my hook right now. Okay, come on. Any minute now. Ooh! Okay, what the frick was that? Yeah, we gotta check that out, Gato. You coming? I'm going. Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video where today you join me on a boat. Yeah, because today I'm going to be showcasing the Tide 2 mod. Now, this mod essentially revolutionizes fishing and all of its mechanics, and it also adds in some pretty unique and interesting items into your Minecraft world. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you want to revolutionize your fishing experience in Minecraft, then this mod is for you. So yeah, let's get right into it. Right, so Gato has kindly loaded our ship here with everything we're going to need in order to showcase this mod. So let's start off with the obvious, which is a fishing rod. Now, you'll see when I hover over this item, it has a brand new lore attachment, which talks about attaching bait onto your rod. This is a brand new mechanic which allows you to gain minor buffs to your fishing rod depending on what bait you use. Currently in my version of the mod, there are only 3 types of individual bait items. I will note that the mod developers are quite active in their development of this mod, so depending on when you see this video, there may be more content added to your version. Anyway, the standard bait, which is this one right here, you can craft just like so, and it gives you 4. So what this does, it grants you +2 fishing speed, and 1 fishing speed level is equivalent to 1 level of the lore enchantment. Now, the next bait item is Lucky Bait. This gives you +2 fishing luck, which, similar to the fishing speed, is equivalent to the Luck of the Sea enchantment. And you craft it just like so. It's a little more tricky, you know. It has rabbit's foot, which is kind of annoying to get, but the crafting recipe makes it worth it because it gives you 16, which is very, very nice. And last but not least, we have the magnetic bait, which gives you +1 fishing speed and +25% crate chance increase, which we'll get onto in a moment. And yeah, you craft it just like so, which is, again, pretty easy, but prismarine crystals will probably be the tricky part. Now, you're probably wondering, what's a crate? Well, crates are a brand new treasure item and storage block, which vary in their loot tables depending on what type of water environment you fish them from. For example, if you fish up a standard wooden crate from, like, I don't know, ocean water or salt water, salmon would be part of the loot table for that crate. However, if you fish up a wooden crate again from, say, the deep underground, fish isn't even a possible drop from that crate's loot table. And instead, the loot table will consist of ores, minerals, tools, enchantment, things like that. So you can kind of dictate what kind of loot tables you want to pull from when you're fishing up these crates, depending on the water environment, which is what I'm calling it, that you fish them from. There are also different types of crates you can get. So you've got the end crate and the obsidian crate. But going back to the wooden crate real quick, you can catch it in any dimension if you fish in water. The nether crate can be obtained also in any dimension, but you have to fish in lava. And finally is the end crate, and you get this specifically by fishing in the end, and you can fish in either lava or water. So very, very important, because 2 of the items which you can get are shulker shells and elytras from the end crate loot table. So very, very worth it. Anyways, let's come back to the topic of fishing rods, because this mod adds in a butt ton of new ones. And in my opinion, they really slot in perfectly with the already established progression of vanilla Minecraft. So yeah, let's start off with the stone fishing rod. This is probably what most of you are going to craft when you first interact with this mod's content. Really easy to craft, just need a stone, any sort of cobblestone with 2 string in a standard fishing rod crafting recipe. This doesn't do anything special though, but it does have 32 points of durability, which is better than the standard fishing rod. Next, you have the iron fishing rod, which doesn't do anything special. It has 64 points of durability. However, you craft it in a smithing table. So yeah, you just put in any sort of fishing rod that is of a previous kind of grade. So you would either need to use a standard or stone fishing rod with some string and some iron, and boom, you get yourself an iron fishing rod. Next is gold, and this is where things start to get spicy, because you will see it has a bonus luck attachment on it, and the luck stat is very important in this mod, and I'll explain why a little bit later. But yeah, you need this to catch one of the legendary fish. So yeah, still pretty important. Next is the diamond fishing rod. This gives you bonus XP, brilliant if you're grinding levels, and you craft it again in a smithing table with a diamond and the previous levels of the fishing rod. Now we get on to the two special fishing rods. So the first one is the netherite fishing rod. This will allow you to fish in lava without a lava hook. Again, I'm going to explain what lava hooks are a little bit later. But yeah, you craft it with netherite, and it's also fireproof like the rest of the netherite gear. And my favorite, which I think is the coolest looking fishing rod in the game, which is the new crystal fishing rod. This is crafted using amethyst in the smithing table, and it will play a sound when a fish bites. Hello, it's Nick from the future here. I just wanted to remind you guys, if you are genuinely enjoying the video, if you could just drop a like and subscribe, that would mean a lot. I am trying my best to be a better content creator, and any help with that would be amazing. Even if it's just a comment, just something to boost the algorithm, that would be awesome. But yeah, I really hope you're enjoying the video so far. These videos take a lot of work, but yeah, anyways, I'll let you guys get back to the video. Thank you. Right, now let's grab ourselves the crystal rod and move on to some rod upgrades. There are 3 different types of upgrades that are currently in the mod, and these come in the form of the fishing hook, the fishing line, and the bobber. So let's start off with the fishing hook. Now, the standard hook is very easy to craft, but it doesn't do anything. It's more of a placeholder item for when you're upgrading your fishing rod, so you don't have to worry about crafting it. But the iron fishing rod is where things start to get interesting, because this will actually reduce the speed of the new fishing minigame by 11%. Now, I'm really excited to show you guys what the fishing minigame is in a second. So yeah, this is definitely very handy if you're having a little trouble with the brand new fishing minigame. And last but not least, we have the lava-proof fishing hook, which is arguably the most important fishing upgrade early game, because this will allow you to fish in lava pools. So instead of your fishing hook sinking to the bottom, it will float on the surface, and it will allow you to catch anything and everything from the lava loot table. So very important and very easy to craft, and it also gives a use to copper, which I think is amazing, because I think copper's a very useless material in Minecraft at the moment. Okay, and now I want to show you the fishing lines. The standard one is really simple to craft. Again, it doesn't really do much. It's more of a placeholder item, but you can also use it as a material to craft another item, which is this one right here, the braided fishing line, which will actually increase your rod charge speed. So what this means is when you go to cast your fishing rod, you'll have this brand new sequence similar to firing a bow and arrow, and this will allow you to get some extra, I don't know, some extra range and extra precise casting ability, which I really like. Next, you have the reinforced fishing line, which will increase your rod durability, and it also has a hidden stat, which will provide a 30% chance of not consuming durability when fishing, which is super handy, again, for early game, when you don't have enchantments like mending or unbreaking. Next, we have the golden fishing line, which, okay, it's not as cool as the rest of them. It only increases your fishing luck by 1, but it is important because you need to use it in combination with the rest of the golden fishing items in order to catch a legendary fish called the Midas fish. Now, we'll get onto the legendary fish in a moment, but yeah, so it has its use, but on the surface, it's pretty useless. And lastly, we have the fishing bobber. Now, I know I called these the fishing upgrades or the rod upgrades. This doesn't really give you an upgrade. It's more of a vanity upgrade. So think of it like an armor trim, but for your fishing rod. And I really like these, honestly. My favorite one is actually the apple fishing bobber, which is easy to craft like this. And the crafting recipe for all the bobbers is very, very similar. And yeah, it just adds a little bit of vanity to your fishing rod when you're fishing. Right, it's time to show you guys how to apply the upgrades. And in order to do that, you're going to need an angling table. This thing is, again, really easy to craft, and again, giving use to copper, which I'm a big fan of. And yeah, it's as simple as just grabbing all of these awesome source items. We'll grab bait, but we don't put bait in this. And yeah, you just want to fill in the GUI with all of the needed items, and boom, there you go. You'll have yourself an upgraded fishing rod with a extended lore segment telling you all the accessories that you have on it. So yeah, that's very, very handy. Now, I want to show you guys the fishing minigame. So I'm going to go ahead and equip some bait. So yeah, this is going to replace the old way of fishing, you know, where you would wait for something to catch the bobber and then you just pull it up. Now it's a little more involved. So we're just going to wait and see if we can get a fish on the line here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is the fishing minigame, and boom. You want to hit it right in the middle to get the best possible catch. And you see how that needle, it kind of moves side to side very, very quickly. The hook that I showed you before will reduce the speed of that movement, so you can get a more accurate catch. And yeah, get a higher chance of catching the fish. Okay, so now that I've shown you all of like the fishing rods and the fishing items and upgrades and things like that, I want to show you guys some of the more collectible things that you can get, and also how to problem solve any questions that you might have whilst you're playing through the mod. So let's go ahead and show you guys the fishing journal. Now, this thing is essentially going to be your guide through this mod if you don't want to keep watching this video over and over again. So all you want to do is right click it, and it will become a sort of Pokédex for all the fish that you can capture in this mod. It will give you information about where you catch it, the preferred conditions, and you know, it'll give you some lore on the fish as well. And there are actually 3 very special legendary fish to catch in this mod, and there's also a couple other special fish which I won't spoil. I don't want to spoil any of this. I want you guys to, you know, experience this for yourself, obtain these for yourself. So I won't show you too much on this, but they're very cool things to just collect and keep as trophies. So very, very handy, very neat. And you can craft this thing just with any fish and a book in a crafting table. So very easy. I do also want to show you this blazing swordfish, which I think is a pretty cool weapon. I would try this out on Bob Knuckle III, but I don't know if he'd be too happy. He's kind of the ship captain, but yeah, screw it. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed again. Oh, okay, he's invincible. Okay, Bob Knuckle, sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game. My bad. But yeah, just trust me, this thing is as good as a diamond fish, a diamond sword. So yeah, I mean, it's okay, but it's a nice surprise when you're fishing up things. So yeah, definitely check it out, definitely try it out. And also there is one more thing that I want to show you, which is a brand new lighting block or decoration item block thing. Are torches blocks? I don't know, man. Light source, which is the jelly torch. You can craft it using luminescent jellyfish, which is a fish you can fish up. And yeah, these can be placed underwater for a brilliant decoration for like aquariums or, you know, underwater buildings and stuff. But yeah, friends, that's yeah, I think that's the end of the mod showcase. I like to, you know, give you a taste, give you a hint of what each mod has to offer in these videos, because ultimately I want you guys to you know, explore and figure out these mods for yourself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. There is a link to the mod download in the description of the video, as well as a link to my Discord in case you want to join the community and play some games outside of these videos and join me when I live stream on Twitch and all of that good stuff. Yeah, you can join the Discord. So yeah, if you want to watch any more of my Minecraft mod showcase videos, they will be up on screen now. Go ahead and click them. But if that is everything I can help you with, I shall leave you and see you in the next one. So yeah, goodbye everyone!